the hell I was doing, but had a great teacher, Barbara Markham, who I guess works with the Lyric Theatre a lot.
Curious about the whereabouts of your favorite 1970s actresses? Join us as we uncover the untold stories of the 50 most beautiful actresses of that era. Where are they now? What unexpected paths have they taken? Brace yourself for a journey of nostalgia and surprises.
Called my name, I had this feeling I could hear half of America going, oh no, oh come on, why?
There are few actors that require no introduction, and Meryl Streep tops that list. Before making her film debut in 1977, this stunning actress started her acting journey on stage. 2 years later, Meryl received her breakthrough. Her top-notch performance in Kramer vs. Kramer in 1979 earned her a Golden Globe and an Oscar. Most of us know her from her bold and bossy character in Devil Wears Prada, but did you know Streep has the most Oscar nominations than any other actor or actress? Yep, a total of 21 times. Right now, at the age of 74, Meryl remains one of the most celebrated actresses of all time. Fan of dogs, wine, and some late-night snacks, Diane Keaton's rise to stardom is unforgettable. Playing Kay Adams' Corleone in The Godfather, Keaton made her mark in the industry quite early on. Later on, she received further recognition due to her collaborations with Woody Allen. But it wasn't until her role in Annie Hall that she received an Oscar. Even at 77 years old, Keaton is as fit and healthy as ever with her recent appearance in Love, Weddings, and Other Disasters. Next up, we have the infamous Carrie. Ready to jog your memory a bit? Known for her terrific acting in Carrie and Badlands, Sissy Spacek has been on a roll ever since the 1970s. She has been nominated for Oscars 5 times. But not only Oscars, she also received an Academy Award nomination for her role in Carrie. From starring in Coal Miner's Daughter to The Help, Sissy has come to be known for her versatile acting. In fact, she had her first sci-fi debut at the age of 72. Currently, she's 73 years old and there's no stopping her career. Now, it's time to check out the actress who starred in one of the most horror films ever made. Can you guess who? With a booming acting career, Ellen Burstyn is a legendary actor. Ellen is the name of a woman who never gives up. She has starred in Mother Couch and earned an Oscar nomination for her role in The Exorcist in 1973. After plenty of tries and nominations, Ellen won the Best Actress Award in 1975 for Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, and from then on, she hasn't looked back once. Ellen is one of those old Hollywood actors whose career is as bustling as it was back in the 90s. Her latest appearance was on Law & Order Organized Crime in 2021, and she is now 91 years old. Back in 1973, this actress skyrocketed to fame as the Bond girl Solitaire in Live and Let Die. Yep, we're talking about Jane Seymour, the most incredibly multi-talented and charming actress Hollywood has ever seen after Bond girl. She conquered both spaces and the past with roles in Battlestar Galactica and The Four Feathers in 1978. However, she has talents beyond acting as well. She has a keen interest in self-help writing and jewelry designing. Currently, at 72 years of age, Jane is fully in love and enjoys her life to the fullest. Imagine an actress with a career in acting that dates back 77 years. Julie Andrews is the one. Your very own Mary Poppins achieved global stardom with such iconic roles. Her magical portrayal of Mary Poppins and The Sound of Music in 1965 propelled her to dizzying heights. Andrews is also known as the Soprano Queen, and for her magical voice. In 2022, she voiced Drew's mom in Despicable Me 3 and Minions: The Rise of Gru. She's now 87 years old, and her talents are still as bright as ever. Sigourney Weaver is renowned for pioneering action heroines in science fiction through her iconic portrayal of Ellen Ripley in the Alien franchise. Debuting in Ridley Scott's 1979 blockbuster, she earned an Academy Award nomination in 1986, from Ghostbusters to The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart. Weaver's impact on cinema remains unparalleled. With recent roles in Avatar: The Way of Water and Call Jane, she continues to captivate audiences at the age of 74. The next actor on the list needs no introduction because she's a legend that every generation is familiar with. Here's a hint: she's the only woman to win a Golden Globe Award for Best Director. From a producer and director to a composer and singer, Barbra Streisand is a legend. She was the first woman to produce, direct, co-write, and star in a major motion picture, Yentl, and she still remains the only woman to win a Golden Globe Award for Best Director. But that's not all. Barbra is also the only artist who has received the Directors Guild of America, Golden Globe, National Medal of Arts, and Peabody Awards. Now, at 81 years of age, Barbra is an international icon as she should be. With her blonde hair and sparky blue eyes, Goldie Hawn rose to fame as the ditzy blonde on Laugh-In. She debuted as an actress in a 1967 sitcom Good Morning World, which led to her securing a role in Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. This role provided her with the breakthrough she needed. Later, she starred in shows such as Death Becomes Her and The First Wives Club. Goldie is also a director, a producer, and an amazing mom and grandmother. In 2017, she starred in Snatched next to Amy Schumer, and now she's 78 years old and happily married. But it makes one wonder, what's next for this Hollywood icon?
You better shape up, 'cause I need a man.
All the 90s kids grew up with Olivia Newton-John as a part of their musical diet, but she was as good of an actress as she was a singer. Olivia soared to new heights with her iconic role in the 1978 hit film Grease. Beyond the silver screen, she dazzled audiences with her albums and captivating performances on tour. Her musical legacy lives on with her final album, Friends for Christmas, released in 2016. Olivia even showed her playful side with a cameo in Sharknado 5: Global Swarming in 2017. Sadly, she passed away on August 8, 2022, at the age of 73. But one thing is for sure, her light will never fade. Just like the next actress. Who did you know has the longest running time of a marriage in Hollywood? This actor stole everyone's hearts in the 1960s. Katherine Ross is an ever-iconic actress with her unforgettable performance in The Graduate and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Even after this, her talent continued to shine in classics like The Stepford Wives and The Betsy. In 1984, she tied the knot with actor Sam Elliott, and together they have a daughter. Now, at 83, she's basking in marital bliss and being celebrated for her invaluable contributions to the silver screen. Say cheers to a legend.
John, friends do not lie to each other or drag people off the streets and lock them up.
Catching the industry's eyes with a stellar performance in Hester Street, Carol Kane found her true talent. Her Hester Street role landed her an Oscar, but it was later on that she finally bagged not one Emmy, but two. In the early 1990s, she appeared in an infamous television series, Taxi, as Simca Gravas and scored 2 Emmys for her work. Fast forward to today, she's still lighting up screens with memorable roles in classics like The Princess Bride. From 2015 to 2017, she brought laughter to audiences as Lillian Kaushtupper in the beloved Netflix series Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. At 71, she's proving that talent truly knows no age. Are you a Carol fan? If not, you gotta be the next Actors fan for sure.
Sue Ellen is now not in South Fork. She's divorced, so Sue Ellen doesn't hang out at South Fork.
You know, before Linda Gray stepped into the acting industry, she worked as a model. Most of you must know her from her role in Dallas, as she played the fan favorite character Sue Ellen Ewing from 1978 to 1991. But in reality, Gray got her big break when she acted as Mrs. Robinson's double in The Graduate in 1967. Interestingly, Lynda also served as the United Nations ambassador from 1997 to 2007 before she returned to reprise her role of Sue in Dallas from 2012 to 2014. Now, in her 80s, Lynda is more than grateful for the career she has had. Titled as the cinema's first action star by Quentin Tarantino, Pam Grier's journey to fame is nothing less than bold. Grier started her acting career by starring in 1970s blaxpolitan films such as Coffee, Sheba, and Foxy Brown. Not only did her films lead to the invention of multiplex, but she also paved the way for the representation of black actresses in the Hollywood industry. Later on, she also starred in acclaimed films like Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. With multiple awards and nominations under her belt, Pam is still as bold and charming at the age of 74 as she was before.
I don't think he'll ever go in the water again after what happened yesterday. Now don't.
Lorraine Gary is the resilient actress who brought Ellen Brody to life in the iconic Jaws films. She planned to retire after Jaws 2 in 1975, but then she couldn't resist the call of the ocean and returned for Jaws: The Revenge. You'd be surprised that even beyond the screen, she's a force for good. At 85 years of age, she's engaged in multiple charity and advocacy works related to human and women's rights.
And you almost married that guy, but then you thought, no, you didn't think you would. So then you got your job in a cafe, and now you wake up every morning.
With roots in theater, Faye Dunaway made her first film debut in 1967 in the film The Happening. However, it wasn't much later on when she finally found her breakthrough. Faye's sleek cheekbones and fabulous acting rocketed her to stardom with her role as Bonnie Parker in Bonnie and Clyde. This was also the role that earned her an Oscar. Ever since, she's had a steady career, with her most recent appearance in the film The American Connection in 2021. She's now 83 years old with multiple Golden Globe Awards under her belt. Audrey has proven herself to be a versatile actor. Her memorable portrayal of Afton Cooper on the hit TV series Dallas's in 1985 is embedded in our memory. She has featured in multiple films, including Murder at the Mansion in 2019 and Cloudy with a Chance of Christmas in 2022. Now, even at 66, Audrey Landers remains the pop retro girl like she was in the 90s. It's time for our infamous The Detective actress. Did you know she was also Frank Sinatra's close friend?
This is my first starring role.
Is that your very first thing?
My very first starring role. And I'd done 2 small parts before, day player parts, you know.
Lynda Carter is the real Wonder Woman, quite literally. She's the iconic actor who famously donned the golden lasso as Wonder Woman from 1975 to 1979. But she's not just a superhero on screen. She released her pop album Portrait, from which a few tracks were featured on Wonder Woman as well. Then, she made a triumphant return to the superhero genre with a cameo on the CW series Supergirl. Following that, she also displayed her comedic skills in the film Super Troopers 2. Now, at 71, Lynda still makes pop appearances in different superhero TV series. Talking about timeless charm, can you guess who's the next actress on this list? We'll give you a hint. She's also a famous singer. Another Charlie's Angels. But Cheryl's journey is more musical than theatrical. Cheryl Ladd initially made waves as Chris Monroe in Charlie's Angels in 1977. But did you know she also rocked the charts with her debut single Think It Over in 1978? While it didn't crack the top 10, it still soared to number 34 on the Billboard chart. This marked the beginning of her music career. Cheryl released 3 more albums and showcased her passion for music. Fast forward to 2020, and she graced our screens once again in the film Christmas Unwrapped. Now at 71, Cheryl Ladd continues to dazzle audiences with her undeniable charm. Valerie is a name that's synonymous with TV excellence. With a versatile personality, Valerie has tried her hand at everything, but her real breakthrough came from her role in One Day at a Time at the age of 15 in 1975. So young and talented, Valerie went on to appear in the comedy Hot in Cleveland. But that's not all. Bertinelli is a seasoned chef as well. For the longest time, she hosted Valerie's Home Cooking and Kids Baking Championship on the Food Network. Currently, at the age of 63, she's showing no signs of slowing down. Isn't she a star in every sense of the word?
Always a bad time. Ever since we've been married, Christmas is a bad time, Easter's a bad time, summer's a bad time.
Jaclyn Smith gained fame as Kelly Garrett in Charlie's Angels in 1967, captivating audiences with her beauty and wit. Playing the role of the investigator Kelly Garrett for 5 seasons, Smith earned acclaim for being the only angel to last the entire duration of the show. Since then, Smith, now 78, has sustained her acclaim as an actress. Beyond acting, she has become a style icon and entrepreneur. Currently, she has her own fashion empire. The next actor on this list might not have her own fashion empire, but she sure is one classical actor. Morgan Fairchild entered the entertainment industry in 1967 by initially doubling for Faye Dunaway in Bonnie and Clyde. But her career actually flourished in the 70s with roles in Search for Tomorrow and guest appearances on the series Happy Days and Kojak. However, it was in the 80s that she solidified her status as a glamorous pop culture icon. She starred as Constance Weldon Carlyle in the primetime soap Flamingo Road. Now, at 73, Morgan's acting career is still well and thriving. Known for her iconic fur bikini in 1 Million Years Before Christ, Raquel Welch rose to fame as a Hollywood bombshell. Following this, Raquel went on to star in several blockbuster films, including Myra Breckenridge, where she played a trans actress. However, her acting prowess really shone when she starred in The Three Musketeers, which went on to earn her a Golden Globe in 1974. Beyond acting, she excelled as a businesswoman, launching beauty and fitness programs. Her final role was in Date My Dad in 2017. Tragically, she passed away on February 15, 2023, at the age of 82. Now, are you a Star Trek fan? The next actor might make you want to go on a binge rewatch of Star Wars. If you are a Star Trek fan, then you must know who Kirstie Alley was. Gaining fame as Rebecca Howe on NBC's Cheers in 1987, Kirstie won a Golden Globe and an Emmy for her role in 1991. Then she went on to win another Emmy in 1994 for David's Mother. Her most infamous films include Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Summer School, and Look Who's Talking. In 2010, she appeared on the reality show Kirstie Alley's Big Life and competed in Dancing with the Stars. At the age of 71, Alley passed away from cancer on December 5, 2022. Famous for her pin-up hairstyle and her role as Jill Monroe on Charlie's Angels, Farrah Fawcett gained international fame, quickly and swiftly. Later, in 1984, Fawcett tried her hand at production. She went on to produce and star in the made-for-TV movie The Burning Bed. For her compelling and outstanding performance, Fawcett earned national fame coupled with an Emmy nomination. Unfortunately, in 2009, Farrah was diagnosed with cancer and passed away at the age of 62. But her legacy lived on. Her autobiographical documentary, Farrah's Story, earned her a posthumous Emmy nomination as a producer. Kim Basinger's stellar debut in Gemini Man and standout performance as Lynn Bracken in L.A. Confidential 1997 propelled her to fame. She not only won an Academy Award for her performance in L.A. Confidential, but also bagged a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress. But you might also recognize her from 1989 Batman as the female lead. In 2016, she starred in The Nice Guy and appeared in 50 Shades Darker in 2017. Currently, at the age of 70, she remains successful and as charming as she was in the 90s. Don't you think so? Enter the rock and roll goddess, Anne Margaret. Rising to fame as Kim McAfee in Bye Bye Birdie in 1963, Anne Margaret still shines bright, even after decades. Anne Margaret starred in a flashy film adaptation of the rock opera Tommy. For this, she snagged a Grammy nomination in 1962, all before it became the norm. Do you know how many music albums she has? 14 and counting. Even at 82 years of age, Anne Margaret is hip and happy than ever. Now you're going to be utterly surprised to see what your next favorite childhood actor is doing. Did you know she actually began acting at the age of 12? With the most bubbly personality, you'll recognize Allison Arngrim as Nellie Olson on The Little House on the Prairie. However, unlike Nellie Olson, Allison is actually an amazing cook as well. Regardless of having a terrible childhood, Allison has made a successful name out of herself. In fact, she began her acting career at the age of 12 and even won the Young Artist Award. In 2010, she released a comedic memoir, Confessions of a Prairie. Currently, at the age of 62 years, Allison does charity work and serves as the founding board member of Protect.
Oh, she's real like me.
She's the new, the one and only, the true living Barbie.
Are you familiar with the classic TV sitcom, The Brady Bunch? Well then, this actor must be on top of your favorite actor list. Her talent portfolio is extremely diverse. She's not only an accomplished actor, but also a designer, singer, and a New York Times best-selling author. From featuring in Bewitched to My Three Sons, Maureen has hundreds of TV shows under her belt. Isn't she a born entertainer? Currently, she's 67 years old, and it looks like there's no stopping her. Just like the next actress on this list. Meet Teri Garr. She's the dynamic and beautiful actress who stole everyone's hearts as Inga in Young Frankenstein. But you'll remember her from the comedy Tootsie, where she played the supporting role character Sydney Pollack. That performance earned Teri an Academy Award nomination in 1983. With featuring in Star Trek, Teri has graced the screens in iconic films like Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Mr. Mom. Unfortunately, Teri was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2002. However, she didn't let a disease bring down her morale. Now, at 79, she serves as a national ambassador for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. As courageous as Teri Garr is, the next actor is going to blow your socks away with her boldness. She was a 3-time Emmy winner, and she recently starred in our favorite thriller drama. The next actress on this list is famously known as the pin-up and cover girl. Charlene Tilton remains as beautiful as she was when she starred in Dallas as Lucy Ewing. But did you know that role earned her the nickname Poisonous Dwarf? Yep, and you'd be shocked to know that now Charlene didn't think she was all that beautiful. Talking to People's Magazine, she said, "I had no idea how beautiful I was." After Dallas, Charlene dipped her toes in the music and singing industry. While she's still an active part of Hollywood, Tilton, who is now 65 years old, chooses to focus more on her charity work. Her spunky charm and timeless beauty are what make Paula Prentiss one of the most iconic actresses of all time. In the 1960s, Paula stepped into the Hollywood scene as a comedic actress. But then in 1975, she surprised everyone with her versatility by starring as Joanna's lovable sidekick turned sinister in The Stepford Wives. Now, at 85 years of age, Paula has retired from the Hollywood scene. Watching her makes every 90s kid nostalgic for old Hollywood. 11 seasons of MASH and 2 Emmys. Can you guess who's the next iconic actress on this list? This actress was the powerhouse behind Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on the iconic series MASH. Loretta Swit wasn't just a one-hit wonder. She stuck around for all the 11 seasons and earned 2 Emmy Awards along the way. In 1998, after such a long haul, she bid farewell to on-screen roles. However, she did lend her voice to projects as recent as 2015. At 85, Swit's still as beautiful as ever. Now, are you ready for the next nostalgic hit? Bo Derek shot to stardom with her unforgettable role in the film's 10. In 1979, 10 was one of the biggest hits at the box office. In the 80s, Bo starred mostly in films that were directed by her husband, John Derek. After her husband passed away in 1998, Bo discovered love again with actor John Corbett. Now at 66, Bo's all about taking it easy. She occasionally stars in films, TV shows, and documentaries now and then. But with a life as colorful as hers, who knows what adventure she'll jump on next. Igniting her career with a national tour of Greece in the 1970s, Marilu Henner jumped on the tour bus of fame. While her role in Between the Lines earned her recognition, it was something else that catapulted her to stardom. It was her portrayal of Elaine Nardo on the sitcom Taxi that truly captured the hearts of her audience. But here's the fascinating part. Aside from her acting prowess, Henner possesses a highly superior autobiographical memory. This gives her the incredible ability to recall even the tiniest details of her life. Now, at 71, she's not just a Hollywood star, but a walking, talking encyclopedia of her own experiences. Fascinating, isn't it? If you weren't already a fan of Talia Shire, her incredible journey should make you one. Who can forget her portrayal of Connie Corleone in The Godfather, and her touching performance as Adrian in Rocky? Talia has earned not just acclaim, but also Academy Award nominations for both of her roles. Recently, she charmed audiences as Annette Colina in Romanticizing Brazil. At 77, Talia is proving that age is no barrier to leaving a mark on the silver screen. Here's to many more memorable performances from this Hollywood legend. Now, do you know the story behind the song Californication by Red Hot Chili Peppers? It's gonna have you in tears. A Playboy playmate in the late 1970s and a victim of her late husband in the 1980s, Dorothy Stratten was an icon. She soared to fame as a Playboy playmate in the late 1970s. However, her promising life was cut short tragically. Dorothy was murdered by her estranged husband and manager at just 20 years old on August 14, 1980. Her heartbreaking story inspired films like Death of a Centerfold and Star 80. Not only that, it also inspired songs like Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Despite her brief time in the spotlight, Dorothy's legacy continues to impact pop culture. If her voice sounds familiar to you all, then you've spotted it right on. Mindy Cohn's voice is a fan favorite and takes all Scooby-Doo fans down memory lane. Mindy Cohn initially stole our hearts as Natalie Green on The Facts of Life in the 1980s. Mindy spent 9 years growing up in front of the camera on this beloved sitcom. Even after bidding farewell to Eastland School, she continued to grace our screens. Yep, she's the Velma. She lent her voice to the iconic character Velma Dinkley in Scooby-Doo from 2002 to 2015. Now, she is 57 years old and still blessing our lives with her vibrant personality. If there's one actor that knows how to revive careers, it's this next one on the list. Even after 2 big setbacks, she didn't give up. Cybill Shepherd, once a beauty queen model, experienced fame, romance, decline, and a triumphant TV return. At 21, she captivated audiences with her feature debut, The Last Picture Show, in 1971. Shepherd's future in the film seemed bright after The Heartbreak Kid's success. Unfortunately, setbacks with Daisy Miller and At Long Last Love nearly ended her career. However, after her role in Taxi Driver in 1976, Shepherd briefly reignited her career. In later years, Shepherd thrived in docudramas like Martha Behind Bars. Now 77, she remains a true survivor in Hollywood's demanding landscape. Former beauty pageant runner-up Angie Dickinson's journey began in 1953. After marrying Jean Dickinson, she entered acting, catching NBC's attention and guest starring on The Colgate Comedy Hour. In 1954, Dickinson debuted on Death Valley Days, starting a dazzling career. Her peak came as Sergeant Suzanne Pepper Anderson in Policewoman, earning a Golden Globe and 3 Emmy nominations. At 92, her remarkable career spans 6 decades. A Hollywood bombshell and Frank Sinatra's close friend, the next actor is one to remember. Jill St. John's journey through Hollywood was as vibrant as her fiery red hair. From her debut in Summer Love in 1958, she swiftly captured hearts with her charm and wit. Becoming an icon in the 60s and 70s scene, she cemented her Hollywood status as a starlet. Her roles like Diamonds Are Forever in 1971 made her utterly famous. She shone as the iconic Bond girl Tiffany Case, opposite Sean Connery's suave 007. She was a part of Frank Sinatra's inner circle, so she collaborated with the icon on both Come Blow Your Horn in 1963 and Tony Rome in 1967. Now at 83, her beauty remains timeless. Dawn Wells was a woman who was known as embodying all-American wholesomeness and youthful charm. She skyrocketed to fame as Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island and reprised the role later on as well. But after the TV spotlight dimmed, she found a new stage in theater acting. In 1982, she revisited her iconic character and lent her voice to a spin-off series, Gilligan's Planet. She starred in over 100 productions nationwide. Tragically, Wells passed away in December 2020 at age 82. Muriel cigar commercials and Merv Griffin's shows are what led to Susan Anton's rise to fame. From co-hosting a variety series with Mel Tillis and facing setbacks, Susan never gave up. Her talent earned her recognition as one of Time's most promising faces in 1979. Susan's versatility shined through as she transitioned seamlessly from commercials to the big screen. Her movie debut came when she starred in Golden Girl the same year. Even in 2016, she made a splash with a cameo in Sharknado 4, The Fourth Awakens. At 72, Susan Anton proves that true talent never goes out of style, and so does our next beautiful actress. By the way, she's another infamous Charlie's Angel. Making her television debut in 1974 with an appearance on The Rockford Files, Catherine Bach went on to conquer the Hollywood industry. This marked the beginning of her successful journey in the world of television. Bach is best known for playing Daisy Duke on The Dukes of Hazzard from 1979 to 1985. In 2012, she stepped into the world of daytime drama. She bagged a recurring role as Anita Lawson on the popular soap opera The Young and the Restless. Surprisingly, this remains her most recent on-screen role. Now at 69, Bach proves that age is just a number as she continues her life with timeless charm. Karen Lynn Gorney rose to fame like a rock star. She was deemed as the best part of Saturday Night Fever due to her role as Stephanie Mangano. If you jog your memory a bit, she was the girl who said no to John Travolta. And that was after she beat him in a dance contest. Although she went on a hiatus, she returned to acting in the 1990s with a bang. Even at 79 years of age, she has multiple works in production, and it looks like she's going nowhere. But there are some actors that no one can hold a candle to, and the next one is just that person. Say hello to the true Renaissance woman known for breaking barriers in the 1970s, Beverly Ann Johnson. She was the first African-American model to grace the covers of American Vogue and French Elle. Can you imagine? Her more courageous act was done in 2014. In 2014, she bravely spoke out against Bill Cosby. She alleged he drugged her, and this was a story she courageously shared in her memoir released the following year. Now at 71, Beverly continues to inspire with her resilience and brave spirit. Rising to fame alongside Frank Sinatra in the 1968 film The Detective, Jaclyn Bisset became a star. Throughout the 1970s, she graced the silver screen in 17 films that solidified her status as a cinematic icon. Fast forward to 2017, she captivated audiences once again in 9/11 and The Double Lover. Even now, at 78 years young, Jaclyn remains as active as ever, with exciting unreleased projects on the horizon. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more. See you next time!